Hi, Year 4, it's Miss Noak and I've got your maths for today. So we are carrying on with time and I've got here our working wall, I guess, that has got on things to do with time. So just to rewind, yesterday we looked at 1 minute equals 60 seconds and 1 hour equals 60 minutes, and we knew that was that magic number of 60. I've also added a few more things as well. So 1 day is 24 hours, 1 week is 7 days, and 1 year is 12 months. Okay, I've not put on there that 1 month equals 4 weeks. It generally does, it does equal 4 weeks. It's just that obviously months have different amounts of days. So I didn't want to put a general rule on there because some months have 28 or 30 or 31 days. So I've left months off there. But that's just a bit of a rewind for that. So these are going to be behind me, and I'll keep them there as our working wall. And then I will share with you my screen for the Discover, and then I'll share my whiteboard with you for going through the answers. Okay, so there's a lot of sharing screens, so bear with me while I get my technology right. So I'm just going to share the Discover with you. Okay then guys, so this is our Discover for today's lesson. So in your math jotters, I would like to have a go at this. So 1A, in how many days will the new play area open? And you can see on that green sign, it says new play area opening in 4 weeks. So how many days is that going to be? Okay, I know you can't really see that very well, but I'll put it back on in a second. And how old is Max's dog? So my dog is 1 year and 7 months older than your dog, Lexi. So it's 1 year and 7 months more than Lexi's 3 years and 8 months. So I want you to have a go at answering those questions for me. And then I will go through them in a second and we can see how we can get the answer. Okay. Go. Okay then guys, so the answer to question 1A can be found by drawing a bar model that looks a bit like this. So I'm going to find out the equal weeks and days. So they're going to be the same size. So my bar model is the same size, they are equal. And I know that 4 weeks, which we've got here, 4 weeks is going to be equivalent to a certain amount of days. Okay, and now I need to remember from that working wall, you can rewind the video if you need to, but from the working wall behind me, what was 1 week the same as? What is 1 week equal to? It's equal to 7 days. So I'm just going to put 7D. Each of these 1 week block is going to be 7 days. So I'm going to use my 7 times table to help me here because I've got 1 lot, 2 lots, 3 lots, 4 lots of 7 days. So 7, 14, 21, 28. So the answer to that question is that the play area will be open in 28 days. So now for question B, we were looking at, there we go. Can we see that because of the light? There we go. So for question B, we had one dog was 3 years and 8 months old, and another dog was 1 year and 7 months older than that. So we need to add together these two ages to find the total of the older dog. Now I've written it like this because it helps me to look at it in a kind of column method. Okay, and I know that we work backwards. We start in the ones column if we're working with column method, but I'm just going to do it starting with my years. So 3 years and 1 year, using, instead of talking about ones or hundreds, and noun is the word years. So 3 years and 1 year gives me 4 years in total. Now 8 months and 7 months give me, so you can put 8 in your head and count on 7. But I know that 7 is nearly 8, so I'm going to double 8, which is 16. But then it wasn't quite 8, so I'm going to take 1 off for 7. So it's not 16, it's 15 months. Now, I know that I can't write 4 years and 15 months like that. That's not how we say things. Because these months can make another year. Now, think back to that working wall. How many months make 1 year? It's 12. So I can take 12 of those months and move them over into a year. So I'm going to take 12 months and move it to make 5 years. Now, how many months are going to be left over? If I had 15, but I've used up 12. So I'm going to start at 15 and I'm going to count back until I get to 12. 15, 14, 13, 12. So it was only 3 months. So I've got 3 months left over. So that's our answer. Our answer is that the second dog is 5 years and 3 months old. Okay, now don't be caught out by this. And my answer, I could have said 4 years and 15 months, but I need to make sure that I'm not tricked and that I notice that 15 months is not how we say that, because if there's more than 12 months, we call it a new year. Okay, well done, guys. I'll get the next question for you. Okay, well done, guys. So, excuse me. We've had a go at that first question. Now, question for the think together, sorry. The next question is, I am 8 years and 10 months old. And Andy says, I'm 4 months older than you. So we need to add on 4 months to Rena's age. Okay, now you can use the bar model that is on the screen to help you fill that in. Or if it is confusing you slightly because of all of the gaps in the boxes, I know at first I looked at this and found this a little confusing. So I thought, Miss Note, is this helping you, this bar model that's on the board? And I thought, no, it's not helping me. So I reflected on that and I decided to draw my own bar model that's going to help me. Okay, so have a go at drawing a bar model that's going to help you. It might not look exactly like the one on the board because it confused me a little bit too. Okay, so it might not be that bar model, but have a go at drawing a bar model to help you work out how old Andy is. And then also take this time to complete question 1B, which is adding 1 year and 11 months onto Rena to find out Mo's age. Okay, so there are 2 quite big, hefty questions to have a go at. So pause the video and have a go at those for me, and then I'll go through the answers with you. Okay then, guys, so here I've got how I worked out the answer to question 1A, and I'll move the camera a little bit because I know that there is a light reflection on the board, so I will move it slightly as I'm going through it to try and give you the best view. Oops, move it that way. Okay, in a gap there. So 1A, we added 4 months onto first person's age. I think it was Rena. We added 4 months onto her age. So it's 8 years and 10 months. Add on those 4 extra months gives us 8 years and 14 months. Now I know that we can't call it 8 years and 14 months because a certain amount of months gives us a whole new year. How many months gives us a whole new year? Well done, it is 12 months that give us a whole new year. So my bar model here that I've drawn is to help me work out exactly how many that is. So I've got my top row of my bar model is split into years and months, and it's equal to certain years and certain months. So 8 years and 14 months is the same as, now here what we did before is we said 14 months needs to create a whole new year. So instead of 8 years, we're going to have 9 because we've got more than 12, but no more than 24, which would be 2 years. So we've got more than 12, so that will make us 9 years. So I can fill this in here. My question mark, I've actually got 9 years now. And then how many months does that leave us? So we've got 12 to make the whole new year, 12, 13, 14. So we've got 2 months left over. So that's going to go in this box here. Okay, so 8 years and 14 months, which is not what we call it really, we can convert that to 9 years and 2 months. Okay, now I drew this bar model because it made more sense to me. You guys are independent learners in year 4 and we've done some bar model work together. So whatever works best for you, I trust you to use whatever is the most successful for you and the thing that you understand the most. So we've got 9 years and 2 months for question 1A. And then for question 1B, we have got, just trying to move that light out of the way. There we go. So we had 8 years and 10 months again, starting with that same person, but then Mo was 1 year and 11 months older. So what I'm going to do is, like we did last time, 8 years and 9 years. Think about that noun, it's not ones and tens anymore, it's years. 8 years and 1 year gives me 9 years. And then 10 months and 11 months gives me 1, 10 and 10 makes 2 10s, which is 20. So we've got 21 months. Oh, you just can't see it, sorry. There we go. 21 months. So our answer, if I do the same as I did up here, is 9 years and 21 months. Now I know I can't call that 9 years and 21 months. I've got a lot of months here. So I'm just going to think about how many months is 1 year, how many months is 2 years, and use my 12 times tables to just write down the side so I know. So like we did with our 60 seconds or 60 minutes yesterday, I'm just going to write my 12s down the side here so that I can see. Now I won't need too many. I'll just do a few. Okay, I'll do up to 5. So this would be 12 months is 1 year. So 2 lots is 2 years, 3 lots is 3 years, 4 lots is 4 years, and 5 lots is 5 years. So I've just done 1 to 5 years in months there. So now I've used that, I can see 21 months. Is that 1 year? Yep, it's 1 year with some left over. Is it 2 years? No, I haven't got enough for 2 years. So it's definitely 1 year. So that makes us 10 years. And if I've got 12, how many more do I need to get to my 21-month target? So I could count on from 12. And I know if I added on 10, it would make 22. So it's not quite 10, it's 1 less than that, which is 9. So it's 10 years and 9 months. And that is our final answer because we had to convert it. So remember, these 2 answers that we get at first, we're not done there. We need to do an extra step, okay, which is converting it back. Okay, well done, guys. So I'm going to pause the video again and I'm going to set up the next question for you where we're going to look at Think Together number 2. Okay then, guys, so I'm going to leave up if I zoom out a little, I'm going to leave up question 2 and the challenge for you to have a look at. So question 2 is asking you how many weeks are the same as 35 days. So have a little reminder, how many days are there in a week? Okay, I know it's quite difficult to see on there, but like I say, take it back to the start of the video when the working wall was in full behind me. So you're going to convert 35 days into weeks. And then you're going to have to go at this challenge for me. So what is 4 years and 3 months converted into months? Okay, so we know how many months there are in a year, and so we need to use that to help us change it into all months. The noun that we want to use in our answer is going to be months. We don't want any years, just months. Okay, so pause the video and have a go at question 2 and question 3 for me, and I will go through the answers for you in a second. Okay then, guys, so we were converting 35 days into how many weeks? Now I've got 3 layers of my bar model here. Now that's okay, as long as all of my amounts are equal, as long as all of these are the same, then that's fine. Okay, I'll tell you about the bottom row in a second. So we are going to use our 7 times table to help us find out how many lots of 7 days there are in 35 days. Before I move on, why do you think I'm writing 7 days? Think back to the question. Okay, I'm counting in lots of 7 days because we want to find out how many weeks there are. And a week is 7 days, so we're using our 7s. So 7 days, another lot of 7, 14 days, another lot of 7, 7, 14, 21 days, 7, 14, 21, 28, still not got there, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. So that final lot there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots of 7 days. What do we call 7 days? What is it the same as? 7 days is, it's a week. Well done. So I can put in here that this 7 days is the same as 1 week. This 7 days is the same as a week. This 7 days is the same as a week. So is this one, and so is this one. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots of 7 days, which is the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots of a week. So in total, there are 5 weeks in 35 days. They are all equivalent. They are all the same. 35 days is the same as 5 weeks. Well done, guys. So now, question 3 was a challenge. Now, one of the children for question 3 thought that 4 years, and let me try and move the light out of the way. They thought that 4 years and 3 months was 43 months. Now, what do you think they've done wrong there? What might they have thought instead? What have they forgotten? They've forgotten that 1 year is made up of 12 months. To get this answer, we've got the 3 months, but they're 4 years. What have they thought is in 1 year then? Instead of 12 months, they've thought it's just 10, because this is the tens column. So they've said that 4 years is 40 months, because 10, 20, 30, 40, that's 4 years. But we know that's not right. We know that 4 years is not 40 months. So if we think back to our 12 times table, what am I using the 12 times table? What are we working in? We're working in years. So I'm going to write my 12s down the side again, up to 4 years, because we need 4. So 12, 24, that's 2 lots of 12, 3 lots of 12 is 36, and 4 lots of 12 is 48, and then 5 lots is 60. So this is 1 year, this is 2 years, this is 3 years, and so the 4 years that we need is actually 48 months. So if the 4 years is 48 months, that's that bit, add on those 3 months, and we've got 48. I'm going to do these 48, 49, 50, 51. So 51 months is our actual answer there. So do not forget that it's not just your 10s and 1s in years and months. There are actually 12 months in every year. Okay, guys. So they are your Think Together and your Discover completed. You've had a go. I've gone through it to help you clarify any mistakes you might have made, or to correct for you to see that you've smashed it and got everything correct. So what I'm going to do now is flip the camera onto me. There we go. So at the end of this video, I wanted to end with the working more visible to you. So this video is going to end in a second, and I want you to access your maths books online, and however you want to complete that, whether you want to screenshot it and have a go at annotating the questions on an iPad, or if you want to print it if you've got a printer, or if you want to copy it up in your maths book, however you show me the work, I don't mind, but I want you to have a go at the page number in the description box for me. Okay, so we're completing lesson number 2 on time, and this working model here, look forwards. There we go. This working model here has got all the information that you'll hopefully need when you're converting your time this lesson. Okay, as always, any questions, let us know on Dojo. Good luck, you will smash it, and I will see you all very soon.